Is best of 3, and so everything here is lining up for Astralis to make a comeback and take us to that third map. Countdown has begun, and we're about to go live with the pistol. Astralis on the T side to start this first half. Virtus Pro on the CT.
Here it comes. Second map, Grand Finals. Virtus Pro, 1 map lead. And Astralis, I happen to know that they do have some stuff planned on this particular map in the pistol round, so I'm very curious to see what they're going to try for. They're already out long, pretty quick, but Pasha's here to greet them. This could be bad. He's already tagged up. He has such a great angle and such a distance to fire with that USP. The fact that he's already been forced back is definitely a problem for Virtus Pro.
Yeah, very thorough start here already from Astralis, quickly taking over this part of the map, and they haven't really given up too much elsewhere either. They still have Glaive lurking around in mid to make sure there's no aggression, and he's got backup from Kirby as well in restrooms. And so they've basically split this map in half now, Astralis. They've got everything they need to go crashing onto the A side, but it looks like they want to start going towards B as well. Into connector we go.
This is interesting. If they want to go B, then what is the Vice play in this? He could try and flank for the rotation, but it feels like they're just waiting. Maybe they were expecting to have taken a fight with Virtus Pro already, and they just haven't found anyone, but they are spending a lot of time off the clock here, and they only have the 1 smoke on Glaive. So again, just like on Nuke, yeah, I have to expect that as soon as the smoke goes down, that's the go signal, and that's when they want to try and run for it. Now, bomb gravitating towards long, and if you look at the bomb site, there are 3 people waiting. That 1 smoke should not be enough to block all 3 VP players.
Yeah, he's probably going to hope to get it down to block off Truck, block off Optimus, block off CT, try and cut up as much of that bomb site as he possibly can. And yeah, this is a very standard kind of setup here, and it's actually just going to fully commit onto CT. Now it's all about the run and gun. Astralis are about to go running onto this site, and they're looking for headshots already, and they find one. Xyp9x is there, annihilates Snacks and Neo both. Can Xyp9x do more damage? Because Pasha, he just wrecked 2 of his teammates.
Oh my god, that's an important double kill for Pasha. They are still in this thanks to him. It can be done. Kirby looking for the shot. That smoke is still in effect, but it's finally going to evaporate. And Virtus Pro, they don't have any kit picked up right now, and no smokes to try and retake this bomb site. That already is a problem. Glaive buying time, looking for the battle with Bialy, who did so well on Nuke, and he's going for it again. Out of bullets. Bialy going to win the fight. Now it's a 2-on-2. Taz tapping the bomb once, trying to lure Astralis out, but no one's peeking yet. They're staying so far back, and they know no one's defusing the bomb right now. And Virtus Pro, they might have wasted too much time. Astralis has done a really good job of this. They should not be losing the round at this point. It's ticking behind them. Taz gets 1. He goes for a second. The fuse is in. Bialy, does he have it? It's going to be down to the last possible second. The bomb, does it take over? No, they get it! Virtus Pro! Playing it to the limit.
Deep breaths. Because I feel like we've been seeing this so many times now throughout the groups, throughout the playoffs. Split-second diffuses. Unbelievable that it goes that way to start things off. Astralis are going to feel robbed. They did everything right. They didn't peek until the last possible second. There was no kit in play for Virtus Pro. They just tried to buy as much time as possible, and yet still, VP, they get the strong start once again.
So difficult to play it like that. When you have the diffuse kit, it's one thing. If you have the smoke or a Molotov or anything that will force the T's out into a peak, it's different. But that was pure, raw skill and timing coming out there from the Polish side. And they're stacked in the B-bomb site, which is a very good idea given what's right outside here.
This is so hard to
lining up the Molotov and everything.
This is so hard to stop, though, with the Tech 9s. This is one of the go-to plays that you can follow up with. You go for the force fire, you get all the nades, and then you run right into the blender! Bialy with 2, but Dupree's there to trade. This is so key. Astralis with the spacing. They're looking to run onto the site, and Neo's still alive.
Even a team kill from Astralis, and somehow they're still tied here. Snack's going to be going down. It's a 2-on-2. They're falling back, actually, and Neo hears them. Look at that. He's trying to trace the audio source running back. He knows Dupree and Xyp have done it. And now they're waiting, hoping that Neo would chase them, would give them a free kill, but they might have a really good shot at winning this round. Look at Pasha, look at Neo. They're miles away.
This heavily favors Astralis now. Dupree's recovered the rifle. He's got Kevlar helmet. They have a great nade count. Astralis, look at this. A flash and a smoke on Dupree. A smoke and an incendiary on Xyp9x. So much utility to work with here. I think Astralis have every advantage. This is all going to come down to the timing here because Neo is going for the long lurk all the way back through T-spawn, looking to get the long shot onto Monster. And in the meantime, Pasha's miles away in mid. He needs to get down into connector quick.
I think he's going to realize now what's happening. Xyp is very low on health. He walks back into the UMP. That could be it. He doesn't see Neo. Smoke goes up to L-Bend. down to the next kill. It's going to be very tough for Virtus Pro if they lose Neo here. Pasha will have to do everything. They're walking in. Look at that, back and back. He turns around for it. Sip realizing Neo walks in, and he gets the shot on Sipnix. That leaves Dupree. 1 versus 2. He has to clutch this. Astralis mentally, they need this to get back into the game. He sees the gun barrel, headshot on 1. Now comes Pasha next in line. Dupree going for it, doing the damage, and he gets it. 1 versus 2, and a quad kill. Dupree. And he is one of those players for Astralis mentally that can be knocked out early in games. It can be hard for him personally to get back into these games. You see him almost still shaking slightly from that one. I mean, there's almost some sort of justice being played here, because this is what Virtus Pro did to Astralis in the first 2 rounds of Nuke.
We have a tactical timeout already being used here by Astralis. No time wasted from Glaive. They want to try and get the game plan here to keep building on this advantage that they've gotten after that clutch win from Dupree. We've said it so many times in the past. The man on your screen there, Dupree, is key. He's instrumental to Astralis' victories because he leads the way. He's got the tough job of opening up bomb sites, and if he's the one getting headshots, his team can then just go cascading behind him onto the bomb sites and take advantage of that. And so Dupree, one of the instrumental players here for Astralis. So important that he's sitting at the top of the scoreboard with 4 kills.
We really have not seen so many aggressive uses of the timeout like we have in this grand final already. Virtus Pro or Nuke taking one after they win a round, and now Astralis taking a tactical timeout in the 3rd round after winning it. The second one, just very, very interesting what we're witnessing. Definitely, I would say a strong sign, a strong indication of just how much pressure is on this one game.
Might even be just to get that adrenaline dump out. Just to sit for 30 seconds and let the adrenaline calm down a little bit, because you just want a massive round on your map. This is Astralis' map pick. And they've already gone through the emotional roller coaster of losing the pistol in such a way. You win the force afterwards. Take a second and breathe.
Man, you have to love the double scout coming out of Virtus Pro. That's actually a very smart buy. So difficult to break mentally. Now they're trying to see if they can maybe get the push on here. Bialy and Taz, and we saw what he did on Nuke with the C-set 75. They nearly catch Sip. He's going to have to fall back, trying for the pre-fire. He knows he's in some trouble here, and no one there to help him just yet. Flashbang is perfect, though. And Bialy not able to turn around in time, so I really like that attempt from Virtus Pro. Just doesn't work out this time. And Taz, oh sorry, Snacks, he's making quite a bit of noise over here, so they know exactly where he is.
What a sick read from Dupree as well. You can just see how his mind is working at that point when he gets the second kill. They know that there's going to be a rotation going on to B. Dupree just charges onto the site before Neo can get in position to stop him. Beautiful work. Another very solid round here for Dupree. 3 kills total. And Astralis, unlike what happened on Nuke, they survive, again, that force buy scenario versus VP. So they're in the lead now, 2-1. They have the money control. It's going to be, after that force buy, Virtus Pro having to eco hard. No money spent this round.
A deep breath here for the Danish side. This map is not as T-sided, or sorry, CT-sided as Nuke maybe can be. So even though they're up 2-1, very much too early to celebrate at all. They got to make sure they don't lose to the USPs like they did do on Nuke. That was one of the pivotal rounds where Taz had the C-set and everyone else had a USP, and still they managed to win the round. This time it's Snacks with a Deagle, and I think everyone remembers what Snacks can do with that particular pistol.
The one-shots. The only pistol that at almost any range on any map, you can get that one-shot headshot, even if your opponent's by the helmets. So you're always at risk when a Deagle is on the map, but very slow play coming out here from Astralis. I'm not always a huge fan of this when you split up this much, leaving Sipnix alone. He could get rushed. Dupree alone in connector, right? But they do have the buddy system in play at long. And so Astralis being very thorough, looking for that map control so that they can just decide, right, Glaive, we have map control. We can go to any bomb site we want. What do you want to do? He's the in-game leader. He's the captain. He'll be calling the shots.
Very slow play round coming out of the Danish side. They eventually look like they're gravitating towards the B bomb site, and oh, they're going to fall back. It's very hard to know exactly what information or what intuition they put into play here to make the call. But if they had gone B, they would have walked into the Deagle and 4 members of Virtus Pro. Now it's on Pasha instead, and he's already been tagged up a bit. Not much he can do to hold on this bomb site. I don't think we're going to blame him if this doesn't work out for them.
No, that's just a sick read because that stack could have been disastrous, but the perfect flash device recovers in time. He's going to stop Pasha from rushing him down. Snax achieves nothing with the deagle, misses all of his shots. Kierby there to pick up that free kill. And these are these feel-good moments right now for Astralis, when you know your opponents have got nothing to work with. You just want to get out there and farm, look for kills, pad your stats, make some money if you zip. With that UMP, he's making $600 instead of 300. And now it's just Taz, hoping to keep somebody on this site long enough to go up with the bomb, but I don't think it's going to happen here. Astralis have found their way out. They're going to be able to make it out of here safe, hold on to all of their gear going into the next big round. And going into this, in case you're new tuning in, we have a lot of viewers right now tuning in for this major final. I'm going to point out a couple of hot spots for you to keep your eyes on to see where they're setting up. So you'll hear us talk about long a lot of the time. This entrance onto the A site, Astralis are going to be looking to take advantage of this to split onto the A site through mid. And then towards B site, the second bomb site, we're going to be talking a lot about Monster and a lot about Sewers. So these are the 4 spots that you really want to keep an eye on, because a lot of action is going to be happening here to decide how these rounds pan out.
We'll finally get a chance to maybe see some of those setups in play here for Astralis against Virtus.pro, who now have rifles. This is where they become really lethal. But look at the grenade by Semler. No Molotovs, no kit. I mean, not even full smokes here. Astralis, if they're playing as slow as they were in the previous rounds, by the time we get down to 50 seconds or so, Virtus.pro will have used almost all of these grenades, and Astralis will figure it out. You know, if you don't see any grenades when you're on the T side for 20, 25 seconds in a row, you start to think, well, maybe they just don't have any left. This just kind of opens up the opportunities, doesn't it?
I mean, this just speaks to how confident Glaive and the rest of Astralis are in their T side setups and their ability to control the map. In some cases, you would see teams, when they know that their opponents have no anti-rush grenades to throw out early to stop very aggressive play, they'll try and take advantage of that. They'll just rush onto a site, charge in, try and crash into the defense, turn it into a bit of a chaotic round. Astralis, they believe in the basics and that they've got the fundamentals on lock. They don't care if AP are low on nades. They're just going to take their time and play their game.
Pasha living life on the edge. Or almost walking into that blind spray through the smoke. 40 seconds. They still have 1 smoke left on Pasha, but that could be gone. Flash right through. Pasha picks up a kill, goes for the spray. He transfers it and nearly gets the 3rd one. But what a great double kill. Now Snax trying to follow up, but he's going to go down. Neo on the bomb side, but backup is already here. Taz is right behind him. They've got the setup to close this round out, and it's only 25 seconds. Astralis trying to get the push through. Virtus.pro, if they can win this round, it's going to be massive. Sip is down and out, and now dupreeh trapped in the corner, and they're all going to peek him at the same time. Great play. Surviving with 3, and a very good defense being put up there from VP.
That intuition from Neo as well, where he's just like, wait a second, I heard footsteps. We know where you are. You're boxed. You got nowhere to go, dupreeh.
Oh, this guy's got everything. Nice little picture of the biceps and all.
The Pasha biceps. I mean, sick role model to have. VP, they kind of put, you know, that whole idea of, oh, gamers, just basement dwellers, eating Doritos all day. No, in the dumpster. Guy hits the gym every day, and VP are a very fit team.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, all of them such cool personalities. There's no doubt about it. 6th round is coming up here in Astralis. They do have money to buy. That was such a good round from Virtus.pro. That flash through the smoke. And they had already heard the shot, so they know someone's on the other side. And Viali gets one. Oh, he gets the shot on Sip as well. Unbelievable.
This really throws a wrench in things for Glaive. At this point, there I was praising their ability to play out the rounds and count on their executes to carry them through. But if they're going to go for slow plays and just start getting picked off like this, another huge double kill. Last round it was Pasha. This round it's Bialy. If this keeps happening to Astralis, it's going to put a lot of pressure on Glaive to start coming up with some more aggressive strategies.
And it's interesting to see if they can change the pace in that sense. We know Virtus.pro can. We've already seen that. They have many different gears to play in when they're on the T side. Right now, they don't need to change anything. They just had to wait for the rifles. Now, some grenades are being thrown into the B bomb side, and looks like Glaive is going to try and make his way in through the L bend. Taz very much flashed. Another flash right in his eye. He's going to be down and out. Glaive gets the kill on Bialy as well, and suddenly it's a 3-on-3 here.
What a flawless hold there. That's just perfect, Kierby. He's going to take down Pasha, who's going a bit too aggressive, waiting for the cavalry. That wasn't part of Pasha's plan, but an excellent flash is going to open it up. Snax is there, but he gets traded, and it's all on Neo, but Device hits the jumping headshot. Neo is gone, and Astralis right back into it, taking their time with the setup, and it pays off. Some perfect flashes, and we can see it here. Again, as the push begins, well, this was Bialy with his initial double spray. But the flashes are flawless. Look at this. Both of them full blind. Nothing they could do on VP's side.
Winning a 3v5, that feels great if you're Astralis, proving as well that you can make it work. And it's a bit of a problem for VP. You thought they had that round for sure. Those two entry or early kills for Bialy should have been easily enough to win it.
But this is disastrous for Virtus Pro, right? When you're talking about them starting to get some confidence back, they lose a round after winning a round, and that resets your economy. The more rounds you lose in a row, the more money you get at the start of the round so you can buy those rifles. That's why you'll see these teams saving rounds where they're just going to play with pistols, not spend too much so that they have more money to spend in the next round. When you're back down to 1,400 starting money, you don't have many options if you're Virtus Pro. And so Virtus Pro are going to start feeling the heat because this is a CT-sided map. You expect them to get more rounds.
Check this out. Watching from the college dorm, that's amazing. When are we going to get to a point where we have college Counter-Strike? I kind of wish that was a thing, especially when we have Turner in the United States here just doing the production. That would be a very interesting turn of events. 7th round is coming up, and all AKs on the Astralis side. No AW, well, not much AWP play yet. Looking forward to seeing that. We almost always see that on Overpass, and I would expect that later on, when VP get the economy, they could even go for a double AWP setup.
Yeah, this is all about managing the economy. But Pasha puts himself in a position with this little mini machine gun, basically, the CZ-75. It does so much damage at close range. He's hoping for somebody to take a risk and just walk around that corner straight into his crosshairs. But Astralis are playing this so carefully. Very patient stuff here from the Danes.
I think there's even a deeper plan here. If Pasha gets this kill, there's a good chance Astralis will think, well, they might just have stacked long in restrooms, so let's go B. And if you look at the minimap, you can tell that's a bad idea. So Pasha, he's going to get found out already. He actually picks up the kill. They get the refrag. Now here's the question. Do they buy? Do they think that that one player there was enough that maybe they should go B instead? Because that's what VP are hoping for.
Well, Device is currently fishing for that information right now. He's going to be feeding that over to Glaive. I don't see anybody else at long. They just have very little information to go off of when it comes to mid for Astralis. They've held very passively. And the only person who hasn't really been challenged is Zipnix. They're going to start working their way into sewers.
Oh, they were taking the bait all the time. They're moving that way now. They're going back again. They're shuffling about a bit. Snax has left the B bomb side, but this can still work out for Virtus Pro. How genius would it be? Sacrificing one person, but no, look at Astralis. They get the counter read in. I'm not even sure why. Device, he must have pushed up long enough at restrooms and realized there's nobody here. Snax in a lot of trouble, and he's going to be going down. Man, you could sort of feel the cogs turning in Virtus Pro. They almost sold that. One person almost sold it.
It came so close. Good on Pasha. He takes the hit. He goes down. Taz going to run out of bullets, and they're chasing him hot on his tail. Dupree going to back off. Think more of that. I mean, you do not want to be gifting Taz an AK at this point. That's exactly what Taz would love to have happen, to pick up a kill and then run away, save that AK-47. It's not going to happen, though. Astralis, they're too disciplined to make that mistake, although Glaive might be in a bit of a tight spot. Not going to get it. Well done by Glaive, keeps his cool. And Astralis, they continue to stretch their lead here.
Yes, indeed. 8th round is in, and the scoreline is 5-2, favoring Astralis. You know that I think at this point, Astralis, the better they play, the more momentum they're going to get. They're going to put Nuke further and further behind them, and then the close game that it was, it's going to sort of disappear in their memory, and they will just be focused on this. And Virtus Pro right now, they need to get some focus too. This round, they're just going to have pistols. I expect that the next round coming up from Virtus Pro will be an aggressive one over towards the A side and over to our birthday party. I think they're going to try and take the fight to Astralis right now because they're giving them just too much map space to work around, and surely they will have realized by now that that could be a problem.
Well, Virtus Pro are finally taking the bait. This has been a lot of A hits from Astralis. They've been focusing quite a lot on the pointy letter site. And, well, VP, they're like, okay, we're done. We're not going to keep stacking B if you're not going to go B. And this is Glaive kind of training the defense at this point where if he keeps hitting one side, Virtus Pro are eventually going to have to start cheating players over there to hope to get a risk, or at least hope to get an advantage. That could be setting it up for Astralis to go B in the next round to follow.
That was a nice jump from Device off the slide. Normally you're not supposed to jump on the slide, Samla, but Device, he actually gets the information out of it. It's not bad at all. Now some grenades are coming in, trying to clear out all the corners. They are walking into a bit of a trap here, Astralis, and they're going to lose one, but the refrag comes in, and that's not bad. Opening the door, not checking the corner. Taz picks up one. Luckily, again, the refrags are there. That's actually something they were lacking on Nuke. Device getting caught, falling down, but they still are running to the B bomb side where Snax is with a deagle. high ground, takes the head off of Glaive. Sip, he needs backup right now. It's a 2-on-2. Virtus Pro again showing their strength here in this round.
This time they've been herded over towards that B side against their will, Astralis. But they have every advantage still. No kits here for Virtus Pro, no utility, just the pistols, no Kevlar either. And so taking a straight fight here from Virtus Pro would be very difficult. And so Device, wow, he's even found a Molotov somewhere. This is sick. All he has to do is exactly that. Throw the Molotov onto the bomb, and now there's no chance here for Virtus Pro to even get in here to start the defuse.
Oh man, what a shame for the Polish team, because this is actually just such a well-played round. They just hide in all the right corners. Bialy, he's going to get a shot here, but I don't think there's nearly enough time. They needed the kit. He's already full on it. Sip goes with the spray, and yeah, they're just going to run out of there. Maybe they could get Sip to blow up, but I'm not sure. Is he going to be far enough away? They'll succeed. I mean, think of what an epic round this is from Virtus Pro's point of view. They get everybody killed. Astralis have to go for a full rebuy. They steal an AK-47, and I mean, they get everything they pretty much won in that round. If they had had a smoke or a defuse kit or something, that could have probably been the round for them.
Yeah, that's almost a tilt-worthy round for Astralis to give up that much versus what is essentially a hard eco. That's not going to matter so much just because they still have so much money to buy with Astralis. And so really just shake it off and get refocused for this big round right now because Pasha's got the AWP. Virtus Pro is fully invested in this round. They have everything they need after those 2 rounds of pistols.
Here comes the aggression we were talking about. And in fact, they might try and go for the boost over the smoke. Snacks is there. Pasha jumping up, trying to get the look over. Dupree's already got 1 kill. Oh! Pasha takes down Glaive. And he was even shoulder peeking it. You could hardly see him even with the X-ray. It didn't look like there was enough of an angle there. What a play from Virtus Pro. And I think that's so good. That's what they needed.
It's such a pleasure to see Pasha going for those kinds of plays again with the AWP. For the longest time, he didn't touch a sniper rifle anymore. It was all about the rifle for him. But slowly but surely over the past few months, he's been coming back to the sniper rifle, and we're seeing the results now. Finds that opening kill, but this is still a situation that favors Astralis. 4v4, but all of Astralis can gather up. All 4 players can go running onto a site, and you're only going to have Bialy and Neo there. So it'll be a 4-on-2 situation, and that will be pretty solid for Astralis considering they have so many grenades left to work with here.
Well, here's the real trouble. If they get the good smoke down in front of Neo, then Bialy will have to deal with both Monster and Elben at the same time. I'm glad Neo's actually moving up. He's repositioning just in time. This is perfect. He gets the headshot on one. Bialy gets the other one. He goes down right after, but Neo, this is such smart play for me. You see that smoke behind? That would have blocked him off, but he's still in play. And they're very low on health. Here's Kjaerbye. They're looking difficult now for the Danish side. 30 seconds, flash goes in. Neo goes down. Device picking up the kill. Now it's a 2-on-2. That Molotov not going to block the bomb plant. The Device will be successful in that. Looking for the kill on Snack. Spray's not connecting, and he's flashed. He can't see a single thing. Virtus Pro, they need this round. They must have this round, but Pasha's down and out, and now Snack's left. 1-on-2, tapping away. He's going to get the double kill. Snack's with the 1-on-2 clutch. Virtus Pro, 3rd round for them.
Unbelievable. They're actually able to make that work. And Device, I feel like if he had 5 bullets instead of 3 in that mag, he'd have found that headshot. He'd have found it, but instead, it's Snack saving the day for Virtus Pro, and this is how close it is. At the end, yep, Dupree even spots him, or rather Glaive even spots him. Sees the boost coming, because we've seen that boost used so far in this tournament. It's definitely something you need to be aware of. Glaive was prepared, but not quick enough, and Snacks with the 1v2 in the end.
I must point out again, if Neo does not rotate down to that slope, if he's up on the next to the wall, he would have been smoked off, and Bialy would have been alone, and that would have been very hard to deal with.
Thanks for reminding me, though, because it's the split-second anti-flash that Neo throws out, right? He's relocating, but he gets that flash in front of Monster that allows for Bialy to keep alive and to pick up a kill. Just such a sick support player from Neo. He's capable of doing everything. He can be the star, but he can set up his teammates to be the stars as well.
Yeah, the thing to realize as well, because Neo is rarely sort of the top fragger on this team, but if you want to get into all the little details of just how good a player he is, you almost have to watch him full time. Just everything that he does, he's so good at this game. It doesn't always show on the scoreboard, but you're going to miss a lot if that's the only thing that you look at. It never should be. Taz, Neo, and Bialy in the B-bomb site. Pasha and Snacks very far back, I would say, up on the A-bomb site. They got Pasha with the AWP, so they will have some warning in case anything happens. He's actually going to keep going. Oh, shoulder shot through the wall, I think, on Dupree. That could have been a kill.
Pasha's so quick right now. He's dialed in with this AWP. This angle as well, a very strong one. He's going to be at risk if they try and push both alleys at the same time. He might get caught out in the open if he doesn't get support from his teammates, but he'll go ahead and play aggressive. He's been watching Fallen. He's been doing his homework.
This is also very dangerous, isn't it? If he gets wrapped around, there's no one there to back him up. He fires the gun. They can't quite catch him. The Molotov is out. Now they're going to go for it. And Pasha, oh, he gets the no-scope on Kjaerbye. Unbelievable. 4 versus 4 now in 24 seconds. He may have just saved his team. There's Neo with a double headshot spray down. Device and Glaive are left wondering, how did this go wrong? We had him. He should have gone down. Now they're going to go for the bomb plant, but Neo's there, and it's going to be a triple kill for Neo. Bialy to close out the round. Virtus Pro, they're back in the game.
You can see Cuban, he's definitely got to come over there for the high five. There, coach, this is unreal. No crosshair, just muscle memory, just knowing exactly where to put that shot. What a play from Pasha. And then, of course, Neo with the triple. Right now, we are seeing Virtus Pro come alive in this match. They're up 1-0 in maps. This is a best-of-3 grand finals. Virtus Pro won the first map on Nuke. And we're into Overpass now, where they are battling back 4-6, still behind by 2 rounds. But Astralis, they have to go for an eco now. They aren't getting these bomb plants.
And that's in spite of the fact that they're winning 3 rounds in a row. You know, if you lose one, you're not supposed to be saving straight away. A testimony just to how close these rounds have actually been for Virtus Pro. They've been down to 2v2s, 1v1s, and Astralis just managed to do it a couple of rounds. But now, Virtus Pro are looking good. Deagles, yes, on Astralis, but as long as they don't give them the opportunity, very hard to put them into play if you're on the T side.
I'm just concerned, are we going to start seeing the cracks here in Astralis in that mental game? A bit risky here for Snacks to go for that peek, but he takes the fight anyways. He's fired up, he's confident.
Do you like that little trick from Pasha, firing the ult, then throwing the grenade, hoping someone would peek and walk right into it? I like that little detail. But yeah, Virtus Pro playing this round exactly like they should. Look, even on the B-bomb side, they're so far back. They're not going to get caught in the corner by, you know, the random Molotov. And actually, Neo using the smoke against them, trying to see if they clear the edge. Still up there and waiting. Bialy, Taz on the bomb side. Should not even be a bomb plant here. I think they've got it on lockdown. Dupree will be going down. Sip gets the one refrag, but Virtus Pro just looking strong and not overcommitting to anything. They're not worried. Even if the bomb goes down, they're going to be in just fine position. Sip will be able to do it, but that's going to be the end of him. Virtus Pro winning a 5th round here. All right, they let go of the bomb plant, but I think this is just fine.
Excellent work. I mean, VP, I think for them, the whole point of that is to keep as many players alive.
Yes.
Because now they're going to start having that economy to carry them through the last part of this first half, where they don't have to go back to egoing. If they lose a round, it's all right because Astralis aren't going to run away with it. VP can just come right back into it with the full buy. But when you lose a round and get the bomb plant on the T side, you still get a bonus $800. That's almost a full set of grenades. And so this next round from Astralis is going to be much more powerful than if they hadn't got that bomb plant down. VP, it's a calculated risk. They're like, we'll let you have the nades, but we're still controlling the situation here. We're not giving you a chance to pull off a fluke eco win.
6-5. The Polish plow slowly gearing up. Just a couple of rounds in a row put together here, but enough that they're almost back to an equalized scoreline. And we saw what happens on Nuke. Once they get going, they can be so hard to stop.
This is the change in pace, though. This is the change in strategy. Now Device has got the AWP. He's been going for the AK for most of this half. Glaive finally allowing his star player to get to work over here on long. You can see trying to make use of that sniper rifle, hoping that somebody's going to peek that angle. But Pasha's having nothing to do with it. Pasha, he's established his territory here in mid, and again, looking for a pick. Such aggressive opping coming out from Pasha. And is he intentionally trying to bait that out, making it look like he messed up the smoke, just hoping that somebody from Astralis would peek? Mind games coming out here from the biceps.
Yeah, that's, again, very smart. And he's obviously got so much experience, but trying to see if he could maybe make them fall for it. Dupree going to make the jump after the flashbang, and now they've got some restrooms control here to work with Astralis. Clock is being run kind of low, and that's a problem because look at the Molotovs that are on Virtus Pro. If you leave it down to 20 seconds in this A bomb site, one Molotov could ruin your whole round. Are they going to go for a flash for the smoke again? They have one on Taz. Maybe he could come back in and maybe put it over the wall. In fact, instead, it's going to be the other way around. Flash comes through. Neo is down by Kjaerbye, but Snacks is sneaking around. He gets the kill on Dupree, turning around. They can't refrag it. The smoke blocking Sipnix.
But 20 seconds left and they get the bomb plant. So this is still a decent situation here for Astralis, unless Snacks gets the drop on Zipnix. And now VP have the edge going into the retake. Snacks still alive in mid. He might get caught here unawares, and yes, Glaive will spray him down. And still a 3-on-3. This is still very difficult here for Virtus Pro, unless Pasha can find the shot on Kjaerbye, but Kjaerbye has no reason to get greedy over here at long.
No, but there are 2 Molotovs left. They just use one of them. There's still one on Glaive. If he lands this Molotov, it's done. He actually pushes out early. Glaive getting the kill regardless, and Pasha going down. Kjaerbye finding the final kill there, but those 2 grenades making life nearly impossible for Virtus Pro. So 7-5. I thought it would be the grenades on Virtus Pro that would make that round hard for Astralis, but they turned it around on them, and they picked one of them off of Snacks, who was all the way up there.
Hero plays from Snacks, though. He did the best that he could to buy as much time, but it just didn't work out in the end. And the countdown is done. We're into it. The 13th round. 7 rounds on the board for Astralis now. They're pulling ahead once again, but VP, like I was saying earlier, they have the money to go for a buy, but this is it. If they lose here, Astralis have control of the rest of this half economically.
Snacks waiting on the edge, and Pasha is behind him with a flashbang in case there was a fight going on. He could definitely flash him in, but they're not going to go for it. I wish they would have taken the chance. Again, when you have limited grenades and weaponry, if you just fall back, we've already seen what happens. You run out of grenades, and ultimately it can be very hard to hold on to the bomb sites. So I'd say Virtus Pro need to be slightly more proactive here.
They're thinking about it. It's a bit of that Optic hold, actually, with this crossfire outside of Monster. Optic, the North American team that weren't able to make it through the groups, but this is one of their favorite strategies on CT, to get this crossfire in front of Monster by short. Unfortunately, Neo, though, he's going to get punished by Xyp9x, goes for the greedy peek. Zip going to be plenty happy to pick that one up, and that sets it up for the split onto B.
And look at the fact that he just throws that flashbang over the tracks. That actually allows for the rest to come out of connector. Little detail, but it's nice to see the kind of teamwork there, intuitive teamwork, really. Viali now by the pillar, and he's going to get a headshot on Glaive, but it's not enough for a kill. M4A1. If he had the AK, obviously that would have worked out, and now the rest of Virtus Pro obviously going to save. They can't do anything else. Astralis going to be picking up an 8th round here. No chance for VP to do anything about it, and sort of a strange round, you know. Just the kill on Neo, not really that exciting, and then Viali couldn't do much alone.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised, actually, from Neo, you know, getting caught out like that. It's kind of a common place to hold from all the way back in T-spawn like that, but he just got slapped. And his team is feeling the result of that. Also, the fact that Glaive, because he has so much map control, I mean, this is the one thing here that Virtus Pro weren't really doing too much in this round. They weren't really pushing aggro mid. They weren't trying to get into restrooms or over on long, right? Trying to pressure Astralis elsewhere on the map. And so Astralis were allowed to get map control right off the bat, pretty much. And so there's that first kill on Neo. Boom, Glaive can instantly call. He knows that they have everything covered. Rotate to B immediately and take it out. Pasha not going to save, and Glaive gets the kill on Snacks as well.
Oh, wow. Even Taz going down. It's the worst of all worlds here for Virtus Pro, losing all of the rifles. Not exactly great. The 14th round is coming up here with the money. They don't have any of it. And we're hearing an Astralis chant here in the Fox Theater. That, I think, maybe one of the first times we've done that. Even some custom signs coming into it. All right.
They're here.
They might slowly be converting parts of this audience.
They're here, Anders. You're not alone. You're not alone.
Glad to hear that, someone that is comforting. Device waiting patiently, timing. Snacks very nearly could have got that. Again, a round that you should never lose if you're Astralis. I say that with a bit of hesitation because they did it at least a couple of times on Nuke, so you must be careful. And that's exactly what Astralis are doing, just waiting. Very far back at the moment. Sip, again, playing alone outside of the B bomb site, which is just his role, that what he does very well. Hard to catch and still giving a lot of map control. The Deagle is gone, and things are getting worse here for VP.
Nice spray. Good control there from Dupree. And yeah, they've definitely got this on lock at this point, Astralis. There isn't a whole lot you can hope to do with 2 USPs left. 2 players. Neo bravely takes the fight, but it's not going to happen. And right now, this is definitely looking like the kind of performance from Astralis that we saw from them versus Na'Vi in the quarters. They just demolished Na'Vi on Overpass. And we're seeing more of the same here. They're about to get up onto 9 rounds T-side Overpass. If Pasha can save this opto, that would be huge.
Man, I guarantee you Device is going to be on tilt just from losing that one. He actually could have just shot him in the back immediately, but ended up in a bit of a duel now. Pasha sneaking in with the AWP. It'd be nice if he could save it. Again, getting kills doesn't really matter because they can rebuy anyway, and it won't be happening. They steal it away again. Dupree with a triple. 9-5, ladies and gentlemen. This is the beginning of what looks like maybe a 3rd map here. Virtus Pro, they're definitely not out of this, but they need to start waking up.
They're just allowing Astralis to get so much. I mean, looking at the first map of this grand finals, right? It's not like Astralis were out of the fight. They got 6 rounds in the second half when they swapped over onto the CT side. or to the T side rather, but it's just too much of a gap to make up, right? Astralis now, they're getting that same kind of edge that VP had at the end of the first half on the first map. They're just so far in the lead now, and if they get double digits on T side Overpass, it is a tall task here for VP to make their way back, but we'll see. You can never give up.
You should be worried now if you're an Astralis fan, because Snax has a max 7, and that is pretty much 100% of the time bad news. Pasha hiding in the corner, Snax turning around, and there it is! Destroys Dupree. We have all seen what he did in the semifinals on that cobblestone map, so if you watch that, you know he's going to swap it out for an AK, which almost makes me a bit sad. I'd like to see more. Molotov goes up, he's looking for Kirby, saying, oh, nearly gets it, that could have worked out, but at least they get the refrag on Neo there. Very important round here for Virtus Pro. They need to start building the comeback, and this could be a big beginning. Almost the spray transfer coming in from Kirby, but 2 versus 4. And Virtus Pro have done a very good job.
Unbelievable that Bialy survives with 2 HP. A 2-man advantage, but he's so low. He has to play very carefully here and count on his teammate to help him. There are the shots from Glaive, though. Looking for the pre-fire, not going to find it. Looking for the wall bang, and he's doing some damage to Pasha. But it's just not happening for him. 45 seconds left, and that bomb needs to get onto the site. They need to get the bomb plant here, Astralis, and start putting the pressure back on Virtus Pro. So once that bomb starts ticking, you're playing the clock.
And where are they going to go once they get the bomb plant down? They can't really escape the site, so they're just locked in here. They're going to have to do like a 360 fight. There's almost no way you can win this. If you look the wrong way for even a second, that's it. The round is done. Glaive realizing that Neo is up there, so he's going to be very careful. And now they're moving in. Virtus Pro, they both go down at the same time. Great timing. Team Ace coming in from Virtus Pro to finish the half 9-6 in favor of Astralis. But this can still be a very open game. If they win that pistol on the second half, then it's going to be down to the limit for sure.
The tables have turned, Anders. It was 9-6 for VP on T-side Nuke in the first half. Now, we end the first half on the second map, 9-6 in favor of Astralis. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll get into the second half to see if Astralis can keep their hopes alive here in the grand finals.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second half, second map, the grand finals here at the E-League Major. Are you ready? Oh.
We aren't alone.
This is where the money went for the production, isn't it, Semler? This is where they spent the budget.
Oh, I'm glad those are virtual chickens because the CSGO chickens, they're murderous. We couldn't let those loose in the studio.
Virtual chickens on the main floor. Someone, Semler, literally got paid to do that.
Just
think about it. Just think about it.
Confused. Well, these guys aren't chickens in any case. Dupree, the entry fragger for Astralis, leading the charge. 15 kills on the board for him. Pasha, we saw some big rounds from him with the AWP. And so head-to-head, these guys are going toe-to-toe, but is it enough? Can Pasha wake up here and give us more in the second half? Because VP, they need to step up. Astralis are in the lead.
Let's do this. Second half coming up here. Get all of your friends watching. Get your parents, get your wife and your girlfriend. Not in the same room, but we're going to go into the second half here. It's Glocks, it's USPs all around here for Astralis, and they have just the kit. They don't have a lot of equipment to try and stop Virtus.pro if they get onto a site. And the Poles, instead, they're going to go for two Molotovs or two smokes here. That could be a big indication. Astralis only had the one when they were on the T side, so I'm very curious what this is going to be like. Look at Dupree already pushing into reality. The instant headshot, not a good sign for VP.
And again, a player with utility gets picked off for free. No flash, no smoke used, and now VP, they have to change up just like what we saw on Nuke. Device looking for another headshot, and he's trying to stay alive, but he sets it up, the bait. They walk right into Kirby and get blindsided. And it's Neo, the last man alive, desperately fighting, but it's not going to be for long. Glaive has mercy. 10-6. And Astralis trading the pistols in the end. VP started off with the CT pistol, but it was close. Astralis, they rectify that in the second half here and get the strong start.
What do you make of the fact that Astralis don't even go for any kind of like wild high five or shouting? Is it just focused, do you think? Like they were just looking at the monitors. They're ready for the next round already here.
They're dialed in, Anders. It's fate. They believe it. This is going to a third map as far as Astralis are concerned.
Well, they're 6 rounds away. Can't count Virtus.pro out ever. If the semifinals versus North taught us anything at all, is that can never write them off. 4 UMPs, 1 from us, and on Virtus.pro's side, same as it ever was. They're going to go for the force. They didn't get the bomb plant down, so it's a bit more common. And Neo, because he got the 1 kill there, he can buy the scalp, and he has.
I like this positioning here from Pasha, though, with that Tech 9. We're going to see if he can find a target, and Neo, he's going to spot the man jumping, but he's obviously been spotted out in turn, and so Astralis now they have a little bit of information to go off of here. Virtus.pro, however, decent map control on their side. As the shot gets missed, playing with fire. Device, you got to be careful over there.
Yeah, is it worth it really to give him the chance? That'd be a big opening frag. Instead, seems like they're playing it very safe. Similarly as to what VP were doing when they were on the CT side and they weren't quite sure what they were up against. Oh, there it is!
Get wrecked! There we go. You give Neo that many chances, he's not going to miss. And Bialy takes down Dupree in the meantime. It's opened up, boys. Neo with a second headshot. And the force buy, it might be working for VP in the end. Taz overwhelms Kirby on the site, and it's Zipnix rotating up from B. What can he hope to do? He's got a UMP and a dream. But that's about it, and it turns out it's going to be a nightmare unless something big can happen here. 2 kills for Zipnix. He's still in the fight.
Oh, the grenade. He had no armor, Neo. If it caught him, that would be the end. But look at Bialy. He's so smart. He's walked all the way up behind Zip. There's no way that he can know this. He's just got his back turned, and in a couple of seconds, he's going to get shot down. Bialy saving the round, but obviously Neo, the hero. He got the scarf out as well and everything. This is very tough, and it's from this angle that he manages to do it. Unbelievable.
So
absolutely
sick. And the follow-up on Glaive is just as impressive. Beautiful work from Neo. What a round. And Virtus.pro, such a class act, never giving up, never surrendering. They're here to go the distance, Anders. They're up 1-0 right now, Virtus.pro. And Maps, if they make the comeback happen here in the second half, they will be hoisting that trophy high, VP. So it's on Astralis now to show us what that, sports psychologist has been doing. Can they maintain that mental game that's going to allow them to come back into this?
Well, I feel like they really have throughout this tournament. They've done a great job of not sort of breaking when it's been rough, but somewhere in the back of their minds, there has to be a question if this is the one round that made the difference. That it very well could have been.
Got the cheer going for VP as well. Definitely a lot of VP fans in the house. But already long control here for Virtus Pro to start things off. Double nade into Restroom. That'd have been dicey, but Taz decides to get the job done dirty. Spray with the UMP and a man advantage for Virtus Pro.
Snacks working on connector with the AK, not realizing maybe that Xyp9x is right down there, but he's actually going to be up the ladder. I think Snacks might have, no, I didn't see him. He's just going to be walking back up, so maybe could be dangerous for Bialy if he had kept going. 40 seconds on the clock here, and they are making their way with the bomb a little bit back. Neo, not quite sure if he wants to go B now. Xyp is back in position, waiting. Neo not quite checking it, and he's going to go down for the shot again. Snacks will survive. And that was close. That was the bomb as well. That would have been a disaster. Device is going to get picked. Now, even with 25 seconds, they have a very good shot at doing this. Glaive, the only one who could stop this from happening if he's really smart.
He's got the flash, so there's always a chance. Flash on a 5-7 with that many bullets, and yep, there we go, back of the head. Snacks is gone, but Pasha, he'll get the trade kill, maintain that edge for VP, and Pasha will close it out strong. 3 kills for him in the round, and Virtus Pro 1 round closer to tying it up here in the second half, 8-10. And VP maintaining the rifles as well. Astralis, that's just a frustrating situation. You make that investment, you're hoping to get more out of it, but it's just not panning out.
Look at the clock there. What, 15 seconds when Glaive gets the kill on the guy running in with the bomb. Your heart is definitely going to skip a beat when that happens if you're on the VP side, hoping that it doesn't mean that both the players are there and you're going to have to fight, because you don't really have the time for it at that point. But Virtus Pro, they're making this comeback work right now. 8-10. They've got the USPs on the Astralis side, and that's all. Not even one flashbang. Can we not even get a single one? I guess not.
And Cuban getting him fired up right now. It's all about maintaining focus at this point. They're not out of the fight yet, VP, even if Astralis are in the lead. No way! Now that's the best way to travel right there.
Absolutely. You have to love that, right?
It's always a gamble, too, on those flights, right? Where it's just like, am I going to have dial-up Wi-Fi, or is it actually going to be good Wi-Fi? Because I've heard stories, tales, legends of guys who actually stream games, play games on planes. Every time I get on a plane, Anders, feels like it's dial-up again. I'm expecting to hear a dial tone.
The future is here, Sam. One of these days, it's going to be everywhere. Don't worry. They are trying for a 5-man stack over by the restrooms. Again, with no flashbangs. I'm not that impressed by this. I think it's not really going to be working out too well. Virtus Pro should be just fine here. They will realize what's up. Oh, okay. Shot to the face. Here comes the cleanup crew. Xyp gets one, and Dupree with another one, but still great position here. Snacks coming in and closing out the round as we were expecting. 10-9. Astralis, if they don't win this round, it's just going to get really tough.
This is such a scary round as well, because they don't have the money to go for a full buy Astralis. They're just cobbling together whatever they can at this point. Xyp9x trying to decide how he's going to play out the rest of it. He's got 1,800 in the bank. And it is going to be Kevlar helmet. Not a single kit picked up for Astralis. I'm not a huge fan of this, Anders, especially when you have the money to go for a helmet. That's $350. A kit costs you $400. Skip the helmet, get the kit. Because if you continue to get those bomb plants, you're going to need that time. Or you can go all out aggressive. Kirby and Snacks, though, it's all going to fall apart for Astralis.
They were all flashed and lined up. That could have been the perfect moment, but it wasn't. VP, they managed to bring it back, and now Astralis, I mean, they try and come right into the first rifle round here with a huge aggressive play, and when it doesn't work, how can you expect to bring it back? I like the fact that they've got a push going on over at long. Xyp and Device are moving up there, but right now they're not going to find anyone.
And already in the back of their minds, at this point, Astralis are thinking, can we save the guns? Can we save the guns? Because this is going to be a tall order here for Dupree. Look at this. He's going to get that peekaboo moment. And yes, he will get the kill on Taz. If he can fall back here, this would be big. 2 kills for Dupree. Unreal. And even makes it back on short. He knows that there's a player on B side, and he has to fight his way out of it, and it's not going to work. It's on Xyp9x now. Oh, again, and he's going to catch the bomb. This is unreal. The timing.
That is big. 1 on 3 for Xyp, but he's got the bomb in 40 seconds here. Bialy's already tagged up Xyp there and ready waiting for him right in front. can they get the timing down? Pasha's moving up on the other side of him, and Sipnic's going to be turning his back and down to 1 health. Bialy with the patience play coming out. Flashbang is in there now. 25 seconds. Headshot coming in from Sipnic. What could Bialy do? He has to find the bomb and make his way onto a site, and look at the angle here. This is not easy. Bialy way out in the open. He gets shot down. Sipnic with the 1-on-3 clutch. Oh my God. 1 health left.
What a god.
You thought that was definitely over. This is exactly the reason why Counter-Strike is such an intense game.
Super. Come here, Super. Timeout now. Timeout now.
Yeah, timeout now. That's it. Take a deep breath after that one. You just did what we all thought was impossible. And for Bialy, if anybody's going to be kicking themselves, it's going to be Bialy. He knows he had him dead to rights. That was it. It should have been over when Bialy's shooting him in the back, and Bialy going for a bit of a stretch right now. Yeah, he's not going to be happy with that. He had it within his hands to close that round down and really put Astralis out of this fight. That's just going to get you fired up if you're Astralis at this point.
Just the stars aligning for Sipnic's in that round. The fact that it's Neo carrying the bomb, who just runs up. He's no idea where Sipnic's is, and that gives them the round. I mean, if that doesn't happen, then he's 1-on-3 with a bomb plant. Timeout is done, 11-9 favoring the Danish side, and in spite of winning it there, they're on UMPs, and they're up against a lot better weaponry, at least 2 of them are. So some trouble here still for Astralis. It doesn't really get them out of the woods just yet, and they go for the same exact play that nearly lost them the last round. Aggressive up by the fountain. That smoke is going to evaporate soon, and they just got the back turn. Look at this body system in play.
And this is exactly how you're supposed to play CT Overpass. You need to challenge mid, you need to challenge VP, and not just give them the map for free right off the bat in the round. And so Astralis, showing that they haven't given up yet, that mental game, it's still in play. And they're trying to ratchet up that pressure right now on VP. Because you can see all this time now that VP have to take to check these angles. They don't know if somebody got left behind, if there's a trap.
Yeah, and a lot of the time they will also have to use grenades to check every corner that they approach, because they've already heard someone here. So it sort of works, you're right, for the timing. It works for forcing them to use grenades over and over again. 50 seconds on the clock here. 3-man stack down at B. They're really banking a lot on it, but Kjaerbye's going to get the early warning once these grenades come in. He should realize that something is up. I think this is going to be fast for Virtus.pro. 40 seconds here. 4 men over at long. Bialy making sure they're not getting found out. Smoke going to land right in the face of Kjaerbye. He can't see a thing now. When is the rotation going to come out? 30 seconds now.
This is getting it real close. And there's still a second incendiary on Kjaerbye as well. He can buy even more time if he feels like it. A new smoke goes down. Is Kjaerbye actually going to get it out there? Because they're going to go for the rush here. Virtus.pro, Pasha leading the way. Neo, Taz, and Snacks about to follow up. And this could be a blender moment. Kjaerbye! They check it, but he's still able to pick up 1 kill. Glaive not going to get the follow-up.
A lot of damage being output for Snacks. Device playing at the edge of the smoke. Not getting the kill on Taz, looking for it and nearly doing it, and there it is, the UMP working out for him. The bomb is planted, yes, but Virtus.pro, how can they possibly hold on to this? They're a man down, they only have 1 smoke left on Bialy. This will not be easy at all. Astralis setting up for the retake. Flashbang going the wrong way, flashing himself. Snacks tries for the transfer, but now it's all on Bialy here. 1-on-2. Can they make it onto the site? Astralis, they have a kit on Dupree. He needs to get in and defuse that bomb and force Bialy out into the open, and they instantly shut him down. Astralis winning it in a 1-on-2 there. And I have to ask, I have to wonder, if Bialy throws that flashbang out, does Snacks just pick up both those kills? Because they were pushing him.
The timing would have been impeccable. But that's where you're going to start really seeing the mental pressure here on Bialy. He might start cracking because of this. And then not being able to get the clutch in the end. Snacks, you're right. They would have both been blind. Unreal.
That's what I think.
Yeah, they're getting... I mean, this is really just starting to take off for Astralis. And we have a 3rd map as well. And Astralis picks that 3rd map. They banned out Mirage in order to play on Train. And that would be a magnificent 3rd map to end this on if we actually go the distance. Both of those teams so good on Train.
Yeah, it's just a very different feel on Train. Some very close battles that can happen. Personally would love to see Snacks with the Max 7. It's always so entertaining. They are falling back towards the B bomb site here. Virtus.pro with a lot of grenades, but not really that much armor.
No, but they do have these nades basically they're going to make up for it. They're looking for these flashes. I mean, they have full control as well. Outside of Monster, they have control of sewers. Now you can see Snacks trying to clear out these angles. Glaive could be setting something tricky up, however. He's got that flash primed if he wanted to go for the peak, and he might try and get it out, but it's going to be the incendiary instead, trying to buy a little bit more time here. If they can just delay Virtus Pro, allow for the rotation to come through, this could be big here for Astralis.
Snax is low on health, but VP have actually done a good job getting onto the site. Can they get the bomb plant down? They need that given the investment. Neo, he's on it, and he's going to be successful, so that at least gets them the investment back in the round. Neo can't really do anything here in a 1-on-5, and he goes down. Glaive with the triple, but the bomb plant, they got that much out of it, and that will, I think, recoup most of the loss that they otherwise would have had there. So 13-9 for Astralis. They have never been in the grand finals of a major. Now they're very close to winning the second map here and pushing us all the way to the limit.
It's incredible, right? The story. Some of these players, 10 majors, not able to make it.
I honestly can't figure out what is the better story. Astralis winning their first major, or Virtus Pro sticking with the same lineup for the whole duration, 3 years on, and then they go and win another major. I mean, both are just incredible. 23rd round here, and we've got AKs all around on Virtus Pro, AWP on Snax. Let's see if they can do this. I love the fact we really have not seen many ops in this map yet. Yeah,
I mean, it's interesting because you got Device as well. Definitely a capable opper. You can count on him to deliver, and he's not actually going for it at all. Instead, they've really focused on the rifles, being very mobile, because when you have this AWP, especially on T side for Virtus Pro, you're going to have to give time for Snax to work with it. He's going to have the time to hold an angle and wait for Astralis to make the mistake, peek into it, and get that opening kill that will give you the advantage. And so VP right now, it's a bit of slow play, although they are going aggressive in sewers here. Taz with the shots onto short.
Now would be a good time if Glaive had that flashbang. There it is, actually. So you see the play that we were sort of thinking about earlier. Sip going to go down to Bialy. Good frag for him. Dupree, does he want to try one more time? Can be very dangerous, especially if he tries to flash himself in. Prefer the other idea. Virtus Pro, they need this round to stay in this map. Kjaerbye down and out. That's looking good now for the Polish side. 5 versus 3. Astralis, they've done this once before, but it was a ridiculous clutch that sort of brought them back in that round. This time, Virtus Pro have just got to buckle down and win it.
And Device is putting himself in such a difficult position. Holding close to long. Now he has 2 angles to worry about. That smoke going down. Oh, he had the chance! Pasha just barely survives. But this is all misdirection from Virtus Pro. They still have 30 seconds left, and they've just thrown all those nades up onto A, only to wrap around to B. Dupree, it's about to get tough for you. You got 94 HP, and you need to make every point count at this. And he's going to get the big shot onto Bialy.
20 seconds now. Dupree going for the fight, but Neo going to get the refrag. He just ducks under it on the ramp. That's a very smart play. Now Device, if anyone could do it, it just might be him here. 1 versus 2. He does not have a kit picked up, and Snax will shut him down. Virtus Pro, clean win in this round. Very well played, in spite of a bit of a stumble in the B-bomb side. They make it work for a 10-13 scoreline here. And what does it do to Astralis' economy? They have money on 3 out of the 5 players. Is that enough on CT side that you want to risk it? It is, apparently.
That's the answer. Let's go. Time to swing for the fences. 13-10. And no timeout used by Astralis. Would think that perhaps they'd want to try and slow things down again. They've been throwing them out there after the big rounds, but they just want to get back into the fight. Astralis, Device, looking to take that AWP down into connector. Glaive and Kjaerbye again going aggro mid. And this is actually the same sort of setup that Virtus Pro used that we saw Pasha get results with in the first half with that AWP, only it's Kjaerbye with the M4 this time.
Doesn't spot anyone, and it's a good idea to fall back from that position, because if you get wrapped when you're there, then you probably will never actually get back alive. Device is holding and ready for someone to make the information jump in that corner that people very often do, but again, Bomb gravitating towards the B side, and Pasha's over here playing for information, but not going to get tagged there. Close.
Difficult shot there from Device. And just to remind you all, they don't see the X-rays. He doesn't get to predict that that guy's jumping around the corner. He's just that quick. Spots a pixel, boom, pulls the trigger. But we're even right now. 57 seconds left in the round. And once again, developing on B. They haven't hit B too much here, Virtus Pro, so far this half. This could be the prime moment.
They were setting up for the grenade again, but it doesn't come through in time. Dupree is down and out, and now Virtus Pro ready on the site. They're going to get the kill. Bialy with the transfer right onto Glaive. He finally goes down, but what a great way to enter a bomb site. Triple kill on the youngest player on the team. Device and Kjaerbye now 2 versus 4. They couldn't do it last time, and I think, again, it's worth it to just fall back. But already out and looking is Pasha to make sure he can steal these guns away. Virtus Pro hanging on to this map. They are not out yet.
Sick work from Pasha. He doesn't care if he dies. He has an AK. That's $2,700. He just got Device to drop the sniper rifle. That's worth $4,750. Big difference. Math, strong suit.
Absolutely. Kiebu gonna be able to take down Neo, so should be able to save the gun as well, which is pretty good news. Swapping it out for an AK-47, but remember, that was the last of their bank. Now they only have the round loss bonus here to work with. They've lost 2 in a row, and the scoreline is 11-13. How much closer before the panic starts to set in here? I mean, they have been mentally very strong, Astralis. They've really kept fighting. Virtus Pro are the ones who are going to take a timeout here just to make sure they can plan the rest of this map out.
This is their 3rd timeout, Anders. So they're starting to run out of room here. If they're going to need one later, they're going to have to be very careful about when they decide to get that extra 30 seconds to breathe. And it's, again, the conversation going on between Cuban and Neo, the 2 minds that are making this team work. What's fun about VP, though, is that everybody seems to have an opinion on this team. And for the longest time, you didn't know who was calling the shots. Right now, it's Neo, and for a few months now, it's been Neo. But before that, it was Taz. Snacks even took a turn calling the shots on this team.
Yeah, and I mean, the historical aspect of this is the fact that Neo was the one who called them to the major win in Katowice. That's the thing that you must keep in mind. So you're right, they have all, at one point or another, well, more or less all, but been in-game leading. And very different styles, definitely very different styles, different personalities, right? Snacks, when he was doing it, he had that little black tactical book he was always bringing to events that had everything going on. And Taz is obviously just a madman, so he usually calls for a shorter period of time because people tend to get a bit crazy when it happens.
I wish that Megis would actually call one of these rounds just so we can point to that little black book that he has that has evil plans written on the front of it. Yes, there's the shot.
And that was on Kiebu with the AK, so he's just going to run right back into the face of Neo. Instantly taken out. They're trying to recover the AK, and Neo is not going to let him have it as he wants it for himself.
Neo's so crisp. The shots, and Taz now, he wants a piece of the axe, and he's going to get the spray. No escape for Device. And Virtus Pro on the edge of bringing it 1 round closer to tying it up. 12-13. That's right. Bit of the fist pump, but there's still the Astralis fan behind you, so be careful. And this is going to be the big buy coming in here from Astralis now.
Yeah, let that energy seep into your mind if you're watching at home again. Get your friends involved, get everybody watching. 26th round is coming up. Astralis, it's a buy, and they have quite a few grenades, but no defuse kit. That from us, always a bit of a question mark. I wonder how this is going to turn out. Astralis, they need to end this map before the plow is in full effect, and they're simply going to get knocked out. They need to do it right now. And they've gone very aggressive early on in this half, so how, now they are just back to playing defensively. They got the boost going on, but oh, Taz still goes down. It looked like they were about to miss that entire spray. That's a good way to get started.
Yeah, man advantage now for Astralis. You challenge Virtus Pro again, although VP have moved up a bit quicker this time around. Neo looking to obviously trade that kill, but they've already pushed up the top of long as well with Pasha. So a little bit more map control here. Still, Astralis now, all they have to do is get that lockdown going on the sites. My one concern is that they have a single smoke grenade to buy time with. Other than that, it's flashes and headshots. So Astralis definitely not out of the woods yet.
No, they are not. And all those Molotovs there on VP. They can win the round, but they need to find an entry somewhere. Down at B, obviously the weaker bomb site right now with just Dupree and Sip on it. Up at the A bomb site, now they've used a lot of the Molotovs, and they've got nothing for it. If Device had been holding that close left corner here, Snacks would have picked him off as he tried to escape the fire, but a bit of a shame. They're down to 2 of them. 33 seconds. Oh, that's a problem.
It's getting a bit close. Bialy looking to open it up, and that gives it away. But he is just going to show, and he is usually the playing on the edges for Virtus Pro, and so Astralis not going to rotate just because they've spotted him.
Good Molotov into the corner. Oh, it doesn't go far enough. 17 seconds, they're running in. Pasha, he has to open the bomb site. He needs to get a kill, otherwise this is going to be very difficult. They're on the site, and Kiebu goes down. The bomb plant, 8 seconds left. It's finally going to be coming through. Neo with 20 health manages to put it down. 4-on-4. The retake is in. Astralis, this could be the big round. Snacks is going to be getting a kill on Device, and Pasha walking through the smoke, trading either right in front of him. He gets one, jumping in. Dupree gets the refrag, but it's still great news for Virtus Pro. They've got the man lead. Snacks going to pick up one more. That's a triple, and now Dupree's alone in a 1-on-3. They're running back. They know they've got this round. They're going to tie it up at 13-13. There's nothing Astralis can do. Still in the game, making the comeback. 4th round in a row here for the Polish powerhouse.
And what a round from Snacks and Pasha between the two of them. Cuban, well, there is no saving for Dupree. Bialy was waiting for you, survives with 6 HP and a big kill, denying the rifle to Astralis. But Cuban already, you know, backslapping with Pasha. That was a big kill from him to stop the retake happening in Bank, and Snacks just going to work close quarters. That was unreal with the AWP. So focused. And between the two of them, it is so important for Pasha and Bialy to be hitting shots like this. Virtus.pro are still in this fight, 13-13 now. And an eco round coming in here for Astralis.
22 kills on Xyp9x. He's actually the top fragger. Device is at 13, so he's having a tough game right now. They need Device back in the game. They've got some upgraded pistols on Astralis. There's a very good chance Virtus.pro could take the round lead right now. They're so close to doing it. They just need this one map. Dupree gonna pick up 1 kill. Long spray coming through, and Taz finally connecting. He's gonna be shot in the face by Xyp9x, falling back on the angle. Still a 3-on-3 though. And Virtus.pro with the rifle advantage. And they actually bring this one home. If they lose this round, I'm not sure it's going to be all too good for them. Bialy goes down after being tagged up first by Kjaerbye. Now Neo and Snacks are left 2-on-2. The bomb plant is in, and it's a great position they have with Snacks with that Molotov.
And he's got the angle. He'll be the first point of contact exactly as they try and push onto the site. Snacks is there to shoot him in the side, and Snacks will collect both remaining kills. Device, though, you got to take a breath, man. He tried to be the hero by charging through the smoke there, hoping they were looking the wrong way. And, well, if you could have just maintained that man advantage a little bit longer, perhaps on Astralis, Virtus.pro would have made a mistake trying to look for you. Instead, that really just gave VP the opening to get everything locked down on the site. And so now VP are 2 rounds away, Anders, 2 rounds away from hoisting that trophy high.
It is very, very close. We're right on the edge here. And Astralis, they know it. They've gone for the timeout. They've got the AWP on Device. The same lineup for Virtus.pro during ups and downs, and they've certainly had their downs. They held on to it. They knew they had the right people on this team, and they're proving it right now.
I definitely think VP are a bit louder here in the hall. The Astralis fans have got to start, you know, you don't care if you lose your voice. What are you doing for the rest of the day? You're going to work tomorrow. You don't need to talk. Oh, man. All right, this is hype. This is it. The big round that could decide it all. Astralis have got everything riding on this round. They've spent all of their money. Device has got the sniper rifle, and he's changed up his position. Hasn't used this one yet. Looking for that early pick on long.
The energy here at the Fox Theater is explosive right now. 1 minute and 20 seconds. Device back off the angle. Great flashbang. Now he's waiting. He's double scoped in. If they get this frag on him, that might just start a landslide that won't stop until they get to the bomb site. Kjaerbye's holding close to the restrooms, but actually, Virtus.pro, they hardly catch a glimpse of anyone, and already they're going to fall all the way back to that B bomb site. They've had so much success there. Xyp and Dupree are waiting inside.
Could be the change of pace exactly for Virtus.pro right now. They've gone for a lot of rounds where there's been 30 seconds left. This time around, they've rotated very quickly over here towards B, and so they could just change up the timing a little bit. Even 10 seconds would make a difference. And they are gathered, looking to set up the split. 3 towards Sewers, 2 through Monster. Bialy and Neo making sure that the flanks aren't possible. And with 35 seconds, again, just running down this clock, this incendiary from Glaive could do wonders. He decides to throw it out early, though, without a single signal. And now, VP, they actually have valuable seconds gained. They can just wait for this to burn out before they push.
3 men on the bomb site. Rotation not happening yet for this Danish side. Bialy, he goes down, but Dupree getting a double kill. Xyp taking down Neo. Xyp9x is down, and now they're chasing for it, and Snacks! He picks up the shot, and now it's a 2-on-2. 10 seconds left. They need that bomb plant right now. The flag is not coming in yet. Kjaerbye's wrapping the long way around, and Device, he's waiting for him here. It all comes down to this, ladies and gentlemen. Astralis, they're so close to being broken. Virtus.pro, they almost have it. The flank is in. Kjaerbye gets the kill. It's all on Snacks. He's got the triple. He needs the ace to close this one out. He's ready with the AK. He goes for the spray. Takes down Device, and now turning around. Snacks, he's almost got it. The spray is in. Pulls out the Tech 9, and Kjaerbye has to wait on the other side. This could very well be it, ladies and gentlemen. The smoke is on. The bomb is ticking right in front, and there's a headshot coming through. Kjaerbye with a clutch. He saves Astralis. 14-14.
And now let's hear it from the Astralis fans, because we're going to be tied up. Kjaerbye saving the op, and unbelievable performance from Snacks. Quad kill, but no ace clutch in the end. This guy just does so much work. It's unbelievable. Point blank with a Tech 9. Ruthless hunting down of Dupree.
You see
there we go.
Kjaerbye looking like someone who's actually shocked. The power of snacks. 27 kills, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm thinking. He's also putting up a better fight now, but I'm definitely thinking VP still have just a bit of an edge in the crowd.
It's close, but more than anything, absorb this energy if you're watching from home. This is the reason why you're going to a Counter-Strike event this year. Book your tickets, just plan it out. You've got to get here. It's so much fun. 29th round is coming up here. It's 14-14. We're all tied up. Either we're going to go to a map 3 or Virtus Pro are going to pull yet another ridiculous and amazing comeback here in this tournament. They've done it again and again and again. We see Astralis, they have some weaponry, but because it was down to a one-on-one again, the UMPs are being put into play.
Astralis 2 rounds away from second place. It would be their first second place at a major, but definitely not the result they're looking for. And the shot from Device, the timing is off. He's going to have to fall back, but again, putting up a little bit of pressure over here on Virtus Pro towards Long, not letting him get it for free. And I like that he throws out the flash this time. Changing the pattern, keep VP guessing. Taz opening it up here at Restrooms, clearing it out. Methodical work coming in from Virtus Pro, back to the basics. But that bomb being all the way back in T-spawn with Bialy makes me wonder if the late rotation is going to come out again here from VP.
Are they going to flash or are they going to boost? If they boost into this AWP, that could be very bad news. The grenades are raining into the bomb site. The Device getting a bit worried. If he repeats the angle, that could also be dangerous. 40 seconds on the clock, but if you look at the minimap, it's the bomb that's down outside of B, so all of this is just a deep distraction. They're really trying to sell this. They sold it to Dupree. He overcommitted to the tunnel down there. Now they need the rotation. The backup is here. VP can't get back up to A, so look at this. Astralis, they're actually bringing everyone down here. This could backfire on VP right now. They might have been a bit too slow. Sip now by the barrels. Molotov going to push him out. He gets one, nearly a double, before he burns that Molotov from Taz, consuming him. Kjaerbye with a headshot there, taking down Snacks. It's a 3-on-3, 13 seconds. Where's the bomb coming from? It's on the side itself. They're trying to put it down. Bialy, it's their time. He gets it. Now it's a 2-on-3, but the one kill coming in. It's all on Neo. He's going to have to pull this one home, and he can't make it work. Instead, it's Kjaerbye with a triple. Astralis now map point for the Danish side. This game.
Looking trade, but Kjaerbye the showman. And you know who my hero is of this round? It's Xyp9x with the anti-flash. Because Bialy getting that opening kill says nothing to Astralis. He could be lurking there, could still be an A hit. There we go. But that flash from Zip, stalling everything, allowing for the rotation from his teammates to come through and save him. Astralis doing everything right, and VP stumbling at the finish line. Now we've got overtime. 1 round away, but Astralis going for the timeout. They need to close it out here. If it goes to overtime, this is going to get insane. They need to take this to Train.
Oh, man. Timeout is almost done. 3 seconds left. Virtus Pro have the money, so Astralis are not out of the woods. This can very easily be overtime. They've got the AWP on Snacks. They've got all the grenades and all the weapons they could possibly want. It's not down yet. 25 kills on Sip, 24 kills on Dupree, and Kjaerbye up there as well with a couple of great clutches at 21. But they need Glaive, they need Device. They got to make sure and push on here. Right on the edge, Semler, is where we're at. And already pushing in Device, trying for that early aggressive peek. They're trying to hunt him down and running into a couple of grenades. And he's going to have to chance the back all the way up.
Solid work, but how do you get that flash? You need to get that flash if you're going to go for this kind of peek. He's already got the angle, he's already changed it up, but VP now, the one's looking to take over Long again, round after round. They're getting that map control over here towards that A site. And Bialy again lurking over towards Monster.
Glaive, Device, and Kjaerbye up in A bomb site. And a couple of them, especially Kjaerbye, occupying a position that can be very difficult to hold once the smoke goes down, because your two teammates are likely going to be on the other side of the smoke, and you'll be the only one in front. And people tend to check that corner. Now dupreeh and Sip have got a very advanced setup. They're not even on the B-bomb side. They're defending out from sewers, and that's interesting. 50 seconds on the clock, and VP, they're going to go for it one more time. There's Taz dropping the bomb. Pasha's next in line. 3 more kills, and Astralis going to take us to a third map. Smoke goes up. He's ready. Sip, he's done this so far. He gets a triple kill. He's finally going to get shot down, but he might have just done it for his team here. dupreeh falling back in line. They know the bomb is out there. Only 35 seconds. Virtus.pro, 2-on-4. If they want this grand finals right here, right now, it's going to come down to this. The spray is through. He takes down dupreeh, and now Glaive on the other side gets the kill on Neo. byali, 1-on-3. I'm not sure about this, Semler.
It's looking grim, Anders, but it is always possible with byali. He's got the aim, he's got the AK as well. And Glaive lurking in the smoke, going to take a risk. Jumps out right at the perfect time, but byali actually survived it with enough HP. Kjaerbye goes for the peek, though, and it's incredible. Astralis will be taking us to the third map of this series. We are going the distance, and it's Train. It's Astralis' home turf. VP, they had the golden chance. They had the opportunity to end it in 2. They were so close for so long, but Danish teams, they are showing us so much heart here in this major.